Have you ever held a newborn and just marveled at how incredibly soft and delicate their skin is? It's like touching a rose petal, isn't it? But have you also noticed that their skin seems super sensitive, prone to rashes, dryness, and all sorts of little issues? It makes you wonder, why is a baby's skin so different from ours? Is it just because it's new? Well, the answer is a fascinating journey into biology, and it all starts the moment they're born. Today, we're going to dive deep into the science behind that baby soft skin, uncover its secrets, and find out exactly why it needs so much special care. Stick around, because you might be surprised by what you learn, and it could change the way you think about baby skincare forever. When a baby is born, they often come out covered in this waxy, white cheese-like substance. It might look a little strange, but this stuff is pure gold for a baby's skin. It's called the vernix caseosa, which is a fancy Latin name for cheesy varnish, and its job is incredibly important. For 9 months, the baby has been floating in amniotic fluid. The vernix acts as a waterproof barrier, protecting their developing skin from getting chapped or wrinkled in that aquatic environment. Think of it like the best natural moisturizer you could ever imagine. It's a custom-made protective coating designed by nature itself. But the vernix's job doesn't end at birth. When the baby enters the world, this layer continues to be a superhero. It acts as a physical shield, a barrier against the new, dry environment and all the new microbes they're suddenly exposed to. It also helps regulate their body temperature and has antimicrobial properties, meaning it helps fight off bad bacteria. This is why many doctors and midwives now recommend delaying the baby's first bath. Instead of wiping all that good stuff off right away, it's actually better to gently rub it into the baby's skin, letting it absorb naturally. It's like giving them their very first spa treatment, packed with all the nutrients and protection they need to start their life outside the womb. So next time you see a newborn with a bit of that white coating, remember you're looking at nature's perfect welcoming gift. Now, let's talk about another fascinating aspect you might have noticed: a baby's skin color. Many babies, regardless of their ethnic background, are born with a surprisingly light, sometimes even reddish-pink skin tone. A parent might look at their newborn and think, wait, this doesn't quite match what I was expecting. This is completely normal, and it's because a baby's skin is still a work in progress. The final true skin tone can take weeks or even months to fully develop. If you're curious about what a baby's skin color will eventually be, there are a few little clues you can look for. One of the classic places to check is the top of the baby's ears. The skin on the ears and on the nail beds, or the cuticle area, often gives a slightly more accurate preview of the melanin level that will eventually be present. These areas tend to show a hint of the baby's genetically determined skin tone a bit earlier than the rest of the body. It's like a little sneak peek. Over the first few months of life, you will witness a beautiful and gradual transformation as their skin pigmentation settles and their unique family traits begin to shine through. So, why does this color change happen? It all comes down to cells called melanocytes. These are the cells in our skin responsible for producing melanin, the pigment that gives our skin, hair, and eyes their color. Melanin is also our body's natural sunscreen. It protects us from the harmful effects of ultraviolet, or UV, radiation from the sun. Now here's the interesting part. A newborn baby has the same number of melanocyte cells as an adult. They're all there, ready to go. The difference is, they haven't quite kicked into high gear yet. At birth, a baby's melanocytes are still immature. They read like workers who have shown up for their first day on the job but haven't been fully trained. They aren't yet producing melanin at full capacity. As the baby is exposed to the world, and specifically to indirect light, these cells start to mature and get the signal to ramp up melanin production. This is a gradual process. That's why their skin tone deepens over time. It's not that they're gaining new cells. It's that the existing cells are waking up and getting to work. This immaturity is a key reason why a baby's skin is so incredibly vulnerable to sun damage. They simply don't have that built-in sun protection that adults have, making it absolutely crucial to keep them well shaded and protected from direct sunlight. This delicate state of a newborn's skin makes it a very unique environment. A baby's skin barrier is thinner and more permeable than an adult's, meaning it can lose moisture more quickly and absorb substances from the outside world more easily. This creates a very specific ecosystem on their skin's surface. And just like any ecosystem, it can be susceptible to certain uninvited guests. One of the most common microorganisms to take advantage of this delicate balance is a type of yeast. You might have heard of conditions like cradle cap, which is that flaky, crusty patch on a baby's scalp, or even some forms of diaper rash. Often, these are caused by an overgrowth of a naturally occurring yeast called malassezia. This yeast is present on most people's skin, but on a newborn, the combination of a developing immune system, hormonal changes passed from the mother, and the unique pH of their skin can allow this yeast to flourish and cause irritation. It's not that the baby is dirty. It's simply that their skin's defense system is still learning to maintain the right balance. This is why gentle cleansing and using products specifically designed for babies are so important. They help support the skin's natural barrier, without disrupting its fragile, developing ecosystem. Let's put all of these pieces together to get the full picture. A baby's skin is not just a smaller version of adult skin. It's fundamentally different in its structure and function. First, the outermost layer, the stratum corneum, is about 30% thinner. This is the main protective barrier of the skin. A thinner barrier means it's less effective at keeping water in and irritants out. This is why baby skin is so prone to dryness and is more sensitive to things like soaps, fragrances, and chemicals in laundry detergents. Second, the connection between the two main layers of skin, the epidermis and the dermis, is weaker in babies. This makes their skin more fragile and susceptible to blistering or chafing from friction. That's why soft clothing and gentle handling are so essential. And third, as we've discussed, the glands that produce oil and sweat, as well as the melanin-producing cells, are all still maturing. This means their ability to regulate temperature, stay moisturized, and protect themselves from the sun is significantly reduced. Essentially, a baby's skin is in a state of rapid development for the entire first year of life, and even beyond. It's learning to adapt to a world that's much harsher than the cozy, protected environment of the womb. So what does this all mean for us as parents and caregivers? It means that taking care of a baby's skin requires a gentle, minimalist approach. The marketing world is filled with countless baby products, but a newborn's skin doesn't need much. The best approach is to protect and support its natural development. This means using lukewarm water for baths and keeping them short. It means choosing mild, fragrance-free, and hypoallergenic cleansers and moisturizers and only using them when necessary. When you're washing their clothes and bedding, opt for a gentle, dye-free, and fragrance-free detergent. And this is a big one. Always protect them from the sun. For babies under 6 months, the best sun protection is shade. Keep them out of direct sunlight, use wide-brimmed hats, lightweight long-sleeved clothing, and stroller canopies. Sunscreen is generally not recommended for very young infants because their skin is so absorbent. Once they're older than 6 months, you can use a mineral-based sunscreen with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, but shade should still be your first line of defense. By understanding the unique biology of their skin, we can make informed choices to keep them comfortable, healthy, and protected as they grow. From the protective vernix at birth to the gradual awakening of their pigment cells, and the delicate balance of their skin's ecosystem, it's clear that a baby's skin is a true marvel of nature. It's a dynamic developing organ that's working hard every single day to adapt to its new surroundings. Its sensitivity isn't a flaw. It's a sign that it's still under construction, building the foundation for a lifetime of healthy skin. By treating it with the gentle respect and care it deserves, we're not just preventing rashes and dryness. We're supporting a crucial part of their overall development. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of baby skin. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. If you learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And for more videos that unravel the amazing science of our bodies, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. What's the most surprising thing you learned today? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.